Good day, class. Today we be looking at parts of a plant. Now, before I go any further with today's lesson, I want you to look at this video for me. And I want you to pay close attention because I will be asking questions at the end of this video.
Hello, and welcome to Tutoring Hour. In this video, we'll learn about the parts of a plant and their functions. One bright sunny morning, little Tori woke up to a noisy dispute. Rubbing her eyes, she peeked out of her cozy nest. She looked around. To her surprise, the noise was coming from the plant right next to the tree.
I'm the most important. I'm the most important. No way. I'm the most important.
What is the matter?
Oh, Tori, we were trying to find out which part of the plant is the most important.
I think it is you, Mr. Root. You are very important.
What? You must be joking, Tori. I'm the most important.
Forget it, Mr. Stem. I'm the most important. You may be, but not as important as I.
Do I even have a say in this, Tori? You like me more, don't ya? Why don't you decide, Tori?
But I don't really know what you do. Why don't you tell me about yourself? I only know that a plant has two parts, the root and the shoot.
You are absolutely right, Tori. The part of the plant that grows below the ground is the root, and the part that grows above the ground is the shoot.
Why don't you start, Mr. Root? Tell me about yourself.
I grow under the soil, hidden from the world. I anchor the plant to the ground. I absorb water and nutrients from the soil, and then I transport them to the other parts of the plant.
Oh, there's so much on your plate, Mr. Root. I am sure you are the most important part of a plant.
Isn't that too early, Tori? Wait till you hear what I do.
Sure, Mr. Stem. Go on.
I birth leaves, flowers, and fruit. I conduct the water and nutrients absorbed by the roots to the different parts of the plant. I also transport the food made by the leaf to the different parts of the plant.
You deserve a big pat on your back for all the hard work that you've put in, Mr. Stem. Nobody can ever beat you.
Think again, Tori. I am the food factory. I prepare food for the plant using sunlight, chlorophyll, water, and carbon dioxide. This process is called photosynthesis. We'll keep that for some other day.
Chlorophyll? What is that?
Chlorophyll is the pigment that gives me my green color. It helps me absorb sunlight and convert it into energy. And yes, there's one more important task I do.
What is that?
I also help the plant breathe. If you put me under a microscope, you will see tiny pores on my surface. They are called stomata, and they help in the exchange of gases. They also help in getting rid of the excess water. Don't you think I'm the ultimate?
Wait, Tori. Not so soon. Not until you hear me. Oh, I am the prettiest part of the plants. I am called a bud when I am a baby. When I bloom, I become a flower. My color and fragrance attract insects for pollination. I am responsible for reproduction. Reproduction? I help the plant make new plants. Aha! Then, as time passes, I wither away, and you have the fruit. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. Don't be sorry, Tori. That's my job. I am the most important. Don't you think so, Tori? I do. But let me hear what Mr. Fruit has to say.
I am the most delicious part of the plant.
Can't agree more. I'm drooling already.
I protect the seeds. I, like the flower, attract pollinators like you.
Am I a pollinator?
You carry the seeds and drop them around, don't you?
Of course I do.
Now that makes you a pollinator. If unpicked, I rot and fall off to the ground. My seeds germinate and give rise to many baby plants.
Now that you have heard all of us, who do you think is the most important?
All of you are equally important. Each one of you has an important function to perform, and together you make a healthy plant.
Good. Now I hope that everybody would have paid close attention to the video. Now I want to ask you, what do you think today's topic is, yes, we are looking at parts of a plant. Now, can you tell me about some parts of the plant that you would have seen in the video? Great. So we would have seen the flower, the fruit, the leaf, the stem, and the root. Good job. Give yourselves a clap. Good. Now, good. So here I have a plant with me. Now please don't laugh, Miss Plant. Miss couldn't find a plant with all the parts, so I added on 2 parts that were missing. Now, as I point to a part on the plant, I want you to give me that name. So here we have the yellow thing here. This is what? Yes, this is a flower. Then we have this. Yes, this would be the leaf. Then we have here our fruit. Good job. This part here, what do we call this part here? Our stem. Good. And the part at the bottom here, now what do we call it? Yes, this is our root. So we're looking at the 5 main parts of the plant. Now, can anybody tell me what are the functions of these different parts? Let's look at the first part. We would have identified the flower. What does the flower do, or why is the flower a part of the plant? If you were paying attention to the video, you would be able to answer this question. Now, if you can't remember, let me remind you. Our flower is responsible for reproduction. This is our reproduction organ on the plant. This part here, now what does this part do? Yes, this is our leaf. Our leaf does what? Good job. Yes, our leaves make food for the plant. It takes in sunlight and it makes food and it feeds the entire plant. Next part here we have, yes, we have the fruit. This is a part that we pick off and we eat. Yes, so we would pick the fruit and eat it. Now the fruit protects the seed inside of it. So the flesh of the fruit is actually protecting the seed in the middle. Now who can tell me what the stem does? Anybody know? Good job. Yes, the stem holds up the plant. It helps to support it. It helps to hold up the leaf, the fruit, and the flower. So the stem holds up the plant. And finally we have the root. What does the root do? Can anybody tell me? Yes, very good. The root takes in water and minerals for the plant. Good. So we would have had a very interactive class today, and I like that you all remember the different parts of the plant. Now, can anybody remember what these different parts do? Now I want you to remember them, and I want you to be able to identify the different parts of a plant. So let's list the 5 main parts of the plant. We have the flower, the leaf, the fruit, the stem, and the root. Now let's go over the functions one more time, and then we're going to get into today's activity, our worksheets for today. So the flower is a reproductive organ on the plant. The leaf takes in sunlight and makes food for the plant. The fruit protects the seed inside the plant. The stem holds up the plant. It supports the plant. It holds up the fruit, the leaf, and the flower. Then we have the root that takes in water and minerals. Good. So now that would have been the end of our discussion today. So now I'm going to hand out the worksheets and we're going to label. For now, we're just going to place the label, place the name at the correct part of the plant. So you're going to have a diagram with the plant, and then you're going to have some arrows next to it. And next to each arrow, I want you to insert the correct name for that part of the plant.